Bam! Thank you so much for responding. Thank you so much for getting back to me. Yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate all of your responses, and I want you to watch what I'm about to say, and give me your insights. There are 2 wellness apps that I'm going to mention in the end, so please feel free to look at those apps, and you could even just look at those apps right now and not listen to my lecture or to my babbling of my thoughts. And yeah, so one website is y55happy.com. So y, the letter, 55.happy.com. And the other one is superbetter.com. These are 2 apps about wellness. And you could tell me, how do you think we can make them fun? Because, again, a wellness app seems like work, but I want it to be just something fun. And listen to my following blabbing about my thoughts if you'd like, and give me your thoughts. I want to read out the responses that I got for what makes a video game fun for you, and maybe brainstorm a little bit more. So listen to what I've got so far. This is what people wrote that they liked in videos. One said they liked simplicity of concept and interface is important. So they like the design, that it's simple, that it's clean. The feel of a game is all about clear visual images, fun and gooey and clicky sounds, and a simplistic nature that is easy and natural to grasp. The other person said, testing my skill for what I feel I'm good at performing, like shooting. So people like testing their skill and being better, right? So we've got the sound, the feel, the clean, so the aesthetics, and the feeling that you're gaining skill. Another wrote, limitless challenge like Tetris and Words with Friends. These are 2 games. So Words with Friends and Tetris have a limitless challenge. The combinations are always different, and the Tetris games can also keep going as long as the players still have the right moves. All right, so that feeling of ongoingness. Again, I'm thinking of like a wellness app. So I'm thinking of maybe something that cycles through your life that you could keep on visiting. So not necessarily something that ends, but something that you could keep on revisiting and improving, maybe improving your thoughts, improving ways of how you see things, or, I don't know, optimism. Another wrote, limitless challenge like Tetris. Oh, oops, wrote that already. All right, another wrote, fantasy delusions of grandeur. You can be the world's greatest warrior with superior weapons. You can create a new world as you envision it would be. Okay, so that is like the fantasy element, the feeling of like hero, which will get me soon to a website called Superbetter. It's a game app that kind of gives you like this tools. It doesn't have the aesthetics and the visuals of like like an anime warrior, but it has that idea of super better. You have like a secret, like a code name, and you have allies. So that could be a direction. I could just maybe even take that application of super better and redesign it, make it prettier, put like a background music, or make the visuals and the design. Because like the fantasy, I could hear that fantasy element. I mean, look at my makeup. I like fantasy. Okay, good. Another wrote, I don't play video games, but I do believe the video game engine is the future of education. You might want to do search on gamification and Gabe Lickerman too. All right, so a bunch of people actually gave me more sources. I'm going to skip these. This is in Hebrew. כרגע Candy Crush, בגלל שזה מאתגר להתקדם בשלבים. So she likes Candy Crush because, again, it's the escalating challenge and you keep on moving from one level to the other. This one said, escape from reality and boobs. There are usually a lot of boobs. Okay, so again, it's the visuals. It's that sci-fi game warrior. Okay, so it's the visual aesthetics, the design of science fiction and fantasy. Cool. All right, so the escape from reality. This one wrote, obviously many people will have different things they enjoy about games. You won't be able to create a game that appeals to everyone. This is why there's so many different types of games out there, which is correct. And I guess that's a good thing for me to not try and, do everything for everyone. But, I'm going to just try and, maybe because I like sci-fi, maybe I'll just make the sci-fi direction. Let's see. That's a good point. Thanks, Sarah. My favorite games are one that fall into the categories of console RPG, brackets like Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger, and puzzle/adventure, like Myst or Monkey Islands. Art style is one feature I enjoy about them. I enjoy both. Well, Dawn 16, Bit Spore, characters in 3D rendered fantastic worlds. Right, so she's also the sci-fi style, as well as story/plot. I like solving a puzzle. So, alright, so we got the story thing. Sounds interesting. So having kind of a background, maybe you create your own story. Let's see. I like a puzzle to advance the plot and see what happens next. The plots are driven in many cases by an extremely developed fantasy setting, so you can explore. I'm not so sure some of these features would mesh well with the Wellness app. Nice 16-bit characters likely would. Ways in which they could evolve and upgrade/level up dragons. Level up. Dragons, I like dragons. Magic. And cool robot armor suits. Alright, so that's the steampunk. In some cases, good background music. Cool. So again, I'm hearing a lot of the design, the visuals, which I'm also very, very up my alley. Alright, so this is a new one. I like a story. Yep, I do. As much as I enjoyed playing BioShock and Little Inferno. Especially in the former case, I thought that as much as I liked the shoot 'em up part, I really look forward to listening to the audio tapes. Alright, so there's a story here. Alright, so I like kind of like the mix of story. This will make more sense if you've played one/both of the games. Alright, so this is like the main things that I got so far. The responses for the previous video asking, what do you like in video games? I had a whole sleepless night of thinking, and I was thinking, I'm not a game player. I like to watch videos. And again, I was also thinking in class, we're thinking, who is our audience? And I'm really passionate about people who don't get education. I call them like the street people. I don't know if they play video games. That's a good question. So again, I'm not going to try and reach everybody. I'm going to try and direct my app towards, whoever I guess is like me. It seems like a lot of people like sci-fi and a lot of people like visuals, clean visuals, but at the same time, the sci-fi feel. I don't know how I could bring both of them, because sometimes sci-fi seems like, those cartoon books that have like so many details and it's kind of like a mess in your eyes. But let's see if I could think of something in the direction of sci-fi and visual design, which kind of brings me back to I don't play video games. I like to watch videos. So I was thinking more of the video animation, going on the video animation direction of making short video episodes. But I think that when you educate yourself, you want to play a game. So maybe I'll have both. Maybe I'll have like those small videos with animation. With the game app, or have the game app with short videos where you could choose either just to watch fun videos, or to have like short interactions maybe with the video characters. You watch something about a professor and then you play a game with the animated professor, or something like that, or have like a conversation. I don't know. It's a thought. I guess this thought could be developed more. But yeah, I'm speaking as I'm thinking. Something that has the professor or the animation, so an app that would have videos that you could choose the videos from maybe categories or randomly or I don't know. So that's the direction of thinking of animated series. I'm also thinking the animation should mix with reality parts of real people, because I feel like street people like watching real stories. So have real stories mixed with animation. But then maybe either correspond with those real people, correspond with real people that are going through similar situations. So maybe you could tag yourself as a person who is, going through a similar situation and connect with a community that's going through similar situations. So it could be in romantic, or it could be in cleaning your room, or it could be in school pressure. those are my personal ones, but I'm sure there are many, many more categories, like your car's broken or something, or, you know, different categories where the videos have different categories, and then you could associate with different, you know, you could tap a like and that would connect you already to a community that liked that video, and have like interactions with them through maybe little games that you play with them, or chat rooms or video rooms where you're going through something and you could talk with people who are going through the same thing, or have gone through the same thing and want a mentor, or gee, I don't know. I feel like there's so many thoughts that this could develop, but I would appreciate more of your thoughts, because I believe that we have those tools of connecting with everybody on the web and leveraging information and so many brilliant minds. Yeah, so come on, give me your wildest thoughts of how to make wellness apps. And that being said, I want you to take a look at two places that I personally enjoyed. I Googled a lot of wellness apps, and the ones that I liked, again, they match my style of both the visuals and the sci-fi-ness. But I like cleanliness, and I like, you know, science-based. So there's superbetter.com. So superbetter, just how it sounds, one word. Superbetter.com. It's a wellness app that's based on research. The other one is a new app that is still not developed, but you can see on the website. It's very, very clean. It's very goal-oriented, and I like it. I don't know if even better, but it's called y55happy.com. So just the letter Y, 55 happy, y55happy.com. So y55happy.com. And they have, like, you know, really have the visuals, how it looks like on your phone. You know, you look at your goals, your happiness assessments, what are your strengths, which is also a very scientific-based thing, that you find your skills and strengths. And so, yeah, meshing those things, think of how can, you know, the happiness assessments and the goal setting and the coaching could, like, maybe connect with, like, Superbetter, which is more gamey, and maybe even having, like, a video series of videos with animation, with, like, short, basically, like, short animated segments that have maybe kind of documentary style of, like, real people going through something that's mixed with animation, but really just giving you a piece of interesting information about research, about some search of a different topic on wellness. It could be touch, it could be goal setting, it could be sex, it could be relationships, it could be communication, it could be gratitude. You know, one of those topics, the short video, and then it goes on to your ability to interact with that video, either through a community, through a Superbetter app, maybe connecting those things, and just fun little gadgets that you can play with. But I really like that idea that it could be something like Tetris that you could come back to and keep on playing. So maybe they'll have, like, very simple things, more complex things, and you could choose according to your mood if you want something more complex, more deep, more thought-generating, or something more simple, like a game that chooses faces, that has, like, you know, puts a lot of faces on your screen. You gotta tap on the one that smiles, because usually our brain goes to, like, the faces that are sad, and you train yourself to find the smiley face. So it's kind of like an optimism trainer. Anyway, there are a lot of games on there online, and that people developed, and there's a lot of research that's been developed, and I kind of want to put it all together into one gadget. Maybe all I need to do is just, like, one gadget that connects all those things and categorize them by fun and easy games, interesting articles, and those videos that I really want to make, that are just fun and could help your happiness, and somehow organize that in a way that it's all connected, where you could just, like, you know, either watch a video or play a game, and maybe gain points when you do these things, and give feedback of how you feel and connect with other people who are feeling similar. Okay, that was me blobbing. That was a lot, 13 minutes, but thank you so much for being with me, and yeah, any thought will be appreciated, insight, Again, look at the y55happy.com and at superbetter.com. Think how can we make them better. The developer of superbetter.com said that, yeah, like people play that when they need to. And I want it to be really fun. I want to reach people who don't, I don't know, who don't usually play games, but who don't usually go to listen to a lecture on wellness. And give them the option to listen to those lectures, and give people like a place where, you know, gamifiers could maybe suddenly like feel like listening to a lecture, or people who listen to lectures kind of maybe want to feel like trying a game, and you know, people could like their own thing about the app, but not maybe everything about the app, which would be kind of a website or app that concentrates all those things. And you could keep on choosing things, and maybe even have like a randomized button where you could just choose a random thing too, because you don't feel like thinking about what you want to do. You know, you don't feel like thinking about a long lecture, short lecture, or a game. Yeah, so these are my thoughts. Give me your responses. What out of what I said resonated with you? What are your ideas and insights that could help? Even post a video below. Thanks for listening. Mwah. Bye-bye.